got on 2 chains. No, I ain't titty boy. I'm dream chasing, but I ain't from Philly.
Hello everybody, Crazy Joven here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Agents of Mayhem. Well, yeah, it's a pretty stupid idea now because of every other YouTuber reviewing it, but I really wanted to play the game for myself and see, is it really that bad? No it isn't. I'm really sick of seeing all of these uninspired and depressing reviews, which is really ironic for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review, as it took a lot of time of writing and editing. I'll also be reviewing each segment individually and giving a rating to them. Without further ado, let's get into the review. Agents of Mayhem is Volition's newest IP that takes place in the sprawling city of Seoul, located in South Korea. It's really nice to see a new city for a game to take place in. Places like New York, Los Angeles, Brooklyn and all that are all now way too overused. The story in AOM takes place in an alternate timeline created by Johnny Gat in one of the many endings of Gat Out of Hell. Earth was recreated by God, and many things changed throughout the events of history. Our story takes place in, of course, Seoul, where an evil group by the name of Legion wants to take over the world. So a group called Mayhem tries to decimate Legion's evil plan. To be honest with you, I really haven't been paying all that much attention during the campaign, and I've only really been focusing on individual agents. And to tell you the truth, the individual agent stories are really cool. Before the game came out, many people were cautious to having 12 agents. How can you properly develop that many characters in a video game? The best game to have multiple characters was Grand Theft Auto 5, and that only had 3. Luckily, all agents get a cool backstory with animated intros. No, like actual animation. The story has this as well, but it switches between the animation and in-game animation, which is extremely immersion breaking. I was honestly thinking about giving the story a 2 out of 5, but with all the agents being done really well, and the well done cutscenes boosted up to a 3 out of 5. The sound design in Agents of Mayhem is actually really good. I don't really know much about sound design, so this is going to be a quick segment of the video. The voice actors do a really good job recording their lines, and apparently every agent has recorded lines for every mission, so you can go back and swap through the agents to get new dialogue every time. The music is pretty good as well. It's mainly EDM and dubstep, so it can fit with the game's aesthetic, but there's also dramatic music, reggae music and all that. The only 2 downsides to the audio are that the game can be really loud with headphones on. Maybe it's only me that has this problem, but combined with one of the worst headphones to metaphorically walk this earth, the Razer Kraken makes the game sound like a distorted bass meme. Overall, the sound design in this game gets a 4 out of 5 score. The graphics in this game are really good, if you can run them at higher settings. This game has a cartoonish art style mixed in with some realism to give it a nice and juicy aesthetic. Unfortunately for people like me who have older graphics cards and CPUs, like GTX 770 old, AOM runs like trash. The game does not perform too well even on newer systems with 10 series GPUs, 1050 Ti and above. Many YouTubers have talked about massive frame drops, and well, which unfortunately happens quite a bit during the gameplay. And one last thing about the game's performance, which is popping. Like seriously, I don't know how this got past QA, but massive buildings, areas and pedestrians can spawn from like 50 meters away. No joke. Theoretically, let's just say you have a 1080 Ti, 7700K and 32 gigs of RAM. Well yeah, it looks freaking great. With anti-aliasing on, you can really see Volition achieve their goal of the cartoonish design. Being in South Korea is also not a setback in any way. All the buildings are designed expertly with ways for agents to get around without directly pointing it in your face. Most of the storefronts have the Korean language on them so it can immerse you in the world. The graphics are great, but the performance issues really set the game back. The graphics get a 3 out of 5. Ooh, the juiciest part to this review. The gameplay in any video game can outshadow every other aspect to it. You have a game like Watch Dogs, where the graphics are really good but the gameplay is and vice versa. Luckily, ladies and gentlemen, this game just oozes fun. If you're looking for a game just to sit down and play for an hour without thinking too hard about it, then Agents of Mayhem is for you. This game is a mix of Crackdown, Overwatch and Saints Row. You can triple jump, do parkour, play around with all 7 vehicles, and a bunch more. Each agent has a very unique and different playstyle to the last. Daisy can roller skate, shoot a minigun and be a wisecracking jokester, whilst there's characters like Shahrazad? Oh, it's Scheherazade. She's a no-nonsense ninja who uses her swords to inflict damage to her enemies. Going back to vehicles now, it's disappointing to know that there are really only 7 good vehicles, with random pedestrian vehicles in the street, which really suck. Volition has really revamped their driving mechanics though, and they're more arcadey and fun. When you drift, it covers a wide area, and most of the time it is enjoyable. Since I don't want to talk about vehicles anymore, I want to recommend you to an underrated YouTuber. You should go watch Flippy. Not just his driving in Agents of Mayhem video, but all his other videos. So yeah, go watch him. Now on a poor transition, let's talk about the city and the citizens that inhabit it. As I said before, the city of Seoul is beautiful and refreshing comparing it to other open world games. This city uses its cartoonish tone to its advantage and to let the player have a better time. I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. There's also races, legion lairs and random loot crates to find, although going through countless copy and paste of legion lairs gets pretty tedious at times. The citizens are pretty cool, although they're nowhere near the level of Centro 2's. It's clear they listen to the community feedback, but it seems like they just added more civilians instead of more animations and things that each civilian can do. But hey, what do I know? Most of them speak Korean, and most of them are doing their own individual activities, like playing VR, running a shop, or standing on a rooftop awkwardly. And while we're on the topic of negative things, I would like to say, why can't you set a goddamn waypoint? This is one of the most basic things to do in an open world game. Luckily, there are only a few bad things I had to say about the city and its citizens. If you're looking for a great hack and slash game to sink your teeth into for countless hours of gameplay, then Agents of Mayhem is once again for you. The gameplay gets a 4 out of 5. If you have money to spare, then yeah, this game is a definite pickup. But if you're like me and can only get a select few new games a year, then I can say wait for the price to drop to around 30 or 40 American dollars. In my honest opinion, Agents of Mayhem was worth what I paid for it, and I really like the new direction Volition is going game development wise. Now I'd like to quickly note something, please do not post, oh yeah, Volition should remaster Saints Row 2, or can you do more Saints Row 2 style games, or something along the lines of that. If you do, your comment will be deleted. Listen, Saints Row 2 is my favourite game of all time, and I know that we all love it and want to see a new style of that game. But I believe that Volition gets the message, and I personally find the message annoying now. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then slap a like on it and share it with your mates. And until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.